Creating AI videos can feel overwhelming and expensive. You've got images, videos, voiceovers, and every step usually costs something. But what if I told you you can do all of it for free and automate most of the process at the same time? That's exactly what I did here. This entire video was created in under a day using only free AI tools.
Maya walked home from school the long way, kicking a pebble along the cracked sidewalk. The afternoon smelled like warm dust and bread from the bakery. Near the corner, she heard a small cough, more like a sneeze, and stopped. By the bus stop sat a skinny brown dog with one ear bent and ribs showing through his fur.
That was great, and you can make videos just as good, but every video starts with one thing, a good story. If you already have an idea, great. If not, Chatgpt is perfect for this. You can ask it to generate a specific number of story ideas, for example, children's story videos, and pick the one you like most. Once you choose an idea, ask Chatgpt to write the full story. I used a prompt that gives it some structure and direction, and after reading through the result, I was happy with it. Now, at this stage, we don't just need the story, we also need prompts for images, videos, and audio. And doing that manually could be slow. So instead, I used a second, more detailed prompt. This prompt is pretty long, so don't worry about copying it. I've linked a Google file in the pinned comment that includes the prompt templates. What this prompt does is break the story into scenes and generates prompts for the image, video, music, and sound effects. It also creates separate prompts for characters, recurring objects, locations. Basically, everything we'll need for the rest of the pipeline. One more important thing before moving on, you need to extract only the image prompts for each scene into a downloadable text file. We'll use that later for automation. I included the exact prompt I used for this in the same template file. There's also an optional step if you want to generate videos with built-in sound and lip sync. That prompt is included as well. Before continuing, I highly recommend reading through all the prompts and changing anything you don't like. Now it's time to create the images. For this, I'm using Google Whisk. It's free, uses Nano Banana under the hood, and lets you generate images without watermarks. Normally, you'd paste prompts one by one. That works, but it's slow. So instead, we're going to automate the process using a Chrome extension called Auto Whisk. Just search for Auto Whisk extension. Open the Chrome store link, then follow the pop-up steps to install it. If you don't use Chrome, no problem. You can still generate images manually in Whisk the usual way. Here's the interface. You can generate images or videos, but we'll focus on images. On the left side, there are options for subject, scene, and style references. In the center is the prompt box. This is where your prompts go. You can also change the aspect ratio. Make sure precise reference is enabled, so Nano Banana follows your references strictly. Before using Auto Whisk, we need to generate base images for our main characters and location. I'll do this manually. Go back to Chatgpt, copy the first character prompt, and paste it into Whisk. I generate my character reference images in 9:16 aspect ratio. Then I ran into an oops, something went wrong error here. Turns out one clothing detail violated the rules, so I changed it slightly and regenerated. Problem solved. Next, I generated the images for the dog and the bus stop. Once that's done, download all of your reference images. Go here to access your installed extensions and pin Auto Whisk for easy access. Now open it. If needed, set your language. There are 3 versions available. We'll be using the classic API version. Under the Control tab, you can either paste your prompts directly or upload the text file created earlier in Chatgpt. Set the aspect ratio, then add your reference images. Just note, you're limited to 2 character references, 1 scene, and 1 style reference in Auto Whisk. When you've uploaded all of your reference images, click Upload and Analyze. This assigns captions automatically. Click Done. Double check that the number of prompts matches your scenes. Under the Settings tab are options for download location and auto download. Finally, click Start. Once it's done, check your download folder. One thing to note, if the Whisk download folder already exists, it will be overwritten. If an image couldn't be generated, there will be a yellow redo icon next to it. Just click it to try again. If you don't like an image, you can always regenerate it, or you can edit it. For example, in this scene, I didn't want the dog, so I dragged it into a subject reference box. It takes a few seconds for it to be analyzed. Then I prompted to remove the dog, but keep everything else the same. Here are some of the generated images, and honestly, the consistency across scenes is really good. Now it's time to generate the videos. Go to Grok and sign in or create an account. Then go to Settings. Click Behavior. Scroll down to Disable Automatic Video Generation. This prevents Grok from automatically generating the video upon image upload. From the sidebar, go to Imagine. Make sure video is selected. Set the aspect ratio. You can upload an image by clicking the attach icon or dragging it into the box. Once the image is uploaded, it will be added to your favorites. There are a few options I won't get into here, such as edit image and video presets. Go back to Chatgpt, copy the video prompt for that scene, paste it into Grok, make any edits you want, and click the arrow button. If you don't like the result, you can edit the prompt and regenerate. Like this result, the girl should be kicking the pebble, but it's not quite happening, so I adjust the prompt and generate it again. Once you're happy, upscale the video. It's free, then download it. Next, I'll generate a video with dialogue. First, hit the back arrow. After uploading the next image, I'll just go back to Chatgpt and grab the script from the scene where the girl says, "You can have this." If your prompt has dialogue, just make sure you note who's speaking and put the dialogue in quotation marks. You can also have multiple characters speaking. The result works overall, but there's an inconsistency with her book bag. Because it's partially hidden, the model fills in the missing details differently each time. The camera movement also reveals more of the scene, which introduces additional inconsistencies. To fix this, I updated the prompt to keep the camera completely static and clearly specify that she's wearing a pink glitter backpack. That immediately makes the scene more consistent. The lip sync looks good, but this version includes soft background music. If you don't want any music, add no background music to the prompt. You'll repeat this same process for each scene. Just keep in mind there's a daily limit of about 20 to 30 video generations on the free tier. Before we move on, there's one last trick I want to show you. To continue a scene, move the playhead to the very last frame of the video. Right-click and choose Save Video Frame As. This will download the frame as a PNG. Use that image as the reference for your next clip. It's a simple way to extend scenes and keep them consistent. For the narrator voiceover, we'll use Google AI Studio, which is also free. Go to the text-to-speech tool. Choose the model you want to use. On the right side, adjust your settings. Choose single speaker and pick a voice you like. Paste in the script. You can also use the style instruction field to control delivery. Click Run, and when it's done, download the file. Now open Capcut, or any video editor you prefer. Capcut has a free tier and can be used either on your desktop or directly on its website. Import all of your video and audio clips, then arrange them according to the script. In scenes where characters are speaking, trim the narrator audio if needed. Mute any video clips that include background music you don't want. If a clip has dialogue but you want to remove the music, try using the Isolate Voice tool. I believe it's free to use. Make sure the clip is selected, then go to the Audio tab. Scroll down to Isolate Voice and enable it. Add transitions and effects if you'd like to enhance the pacing, visual flow, or overall polish of the video. Use them sparingly so they support the content rather than distract from it. If you have a paid account, you can enable auto captions and style them however you like. Using the settings in the right panel, make sure Apply to All is checked so the styling is applied consistently across all captions. If you notice any errors in the caption text, open the Captions tab and correct them there. If you don't have a paid account but still want captions, you can add them manually instead. Just go to the Text tab, add default text, and enter your caption in the box. From there, style it however you want. You can even add an animation. Finally, position it on the timeline so it aligns with the script. For royalty-free music, check out the YouTube audio library, Pixabay, or any other free platform. When everything's ready, go here to export it. Now, let's check out the final video.
Maya walked home from school the long way, kicking a pebble along the cracked sidewalk. The afternoon smelled like warm dust and bread from the bakery. Near the corner, she heard a small cough, more like a sneeze, and stopped. By the bus stop sat a skinny brown dog with one ear bent and ribs showing through his fur. He watched people hurry past, his tail still. Maya felt a pinch in her chest. She remembered the apple in her backpack, saved for later. She took it out and set it down carefully.
You can have this,
She said, stepping back.
Thank you. I don't get many apples.
Maya's mouth fell open.
You can talk?
Only when someone listens. Most days, people look through me.
Maya sat on the bench.
I'm Maya.
I'm called Street because that's where I live.
Maya noticed his paw was scraped and dusty.
Does it hurt?
It did, but it hurts less when someone notices.
The next day, Maya brought a bowl of water. Street drank slowly, wagging his tail. A man waiting for the bus watched them and smiled. The day after that, Maya brought a clean cloth. She gently wiped Street's paw.
All clean. Good boy.
A woman stopped and offered a bandage. Street's tail thumped the ground. Each day, Maya did something small. Each day, more people paused. Someone left a sandwich. Someone else brought a blanket. Street grew brighter, his eyes shining like he had secrets to tell. One afternoon, Maya arrived with a drawing of Street wearing a cape. She laughed as she showed him.
You've changed this corner.
I just brought things.
You brought yourself. That was the first gift.
A week later, Maya came and Street wasn't there. Her heart dropped. Then she saw him across the street, clean and proud, beside a family holding a leash. Street caught her eye and gave a wink. That evening, Maya walked home smiling. She understood something new. When she chose kindness, even the smallest choice could ripple outward, turning lonely places into hopeful ones and changing lives, including her own.
I'm happy with how it turned out, and more importantly, it didn't cost anything but a little time. If you plan on using these free tools, I'd recommend trying them sooner rather than later. You never know how long they'll stay free. If this was helpful, could you give the video a like and subscribe for more practical AI workflows? It really helps the channel. Thank you for watching.